So a warm-up for the warm-up. Come on, there we go. A warm-up for the warm-up today. Okay? So this is actually in yesterday's notes. So if you just take the page that you were on and just flip it over, go back to the bottom. I want to do the last two on J2. Okay? Sorry, I know. Here when I thought we were done with it, go back. No, right there. Okay? So yesterday we were putting stuff in what form? What were we putting all of our lines equation? Y equals mx plus b. Okay? So everything we wanted yesterday was in y equals mx plus b form. Okay? So, Jonathan, we'll start with you. What was the first thing that we found off of our graph yesterday? What point? Because m's not a point. The b. What do we call that b? What's the one letter, one word name for it? I know you know it. I don't want to give it to you. Y-intercept. See, you do it. I just needed to give you that little wait time to figure it out what it was. Okay? So we're going to find the y-intercept first. Sully, what is the y-intercept here? Remember now? 5. I would concur. So that makes my b equal to 5. Right? Look. Okay. Too easy. You get a follow-up question. What do we do after we found the y-intercept? From yesterday. What do we do after? Don't know. Yeah. What would you do homework? Have people on the y-intercept. So we only got this part, right? What other part do you need? I taught yesterday. Yesterday there was other parts. So what did we do next? Yesterday. Okay. So what did we describe slope as? Rise over run. Fantastic. Reese, if I'm looking at this point, so from yesterday again, we started at this point, right? And then we picked another point on the line, right? Would you be okay if I picked this point right there? Is that on the line? Legit? Yeah, okay. So to go from red to purple, how much do I rise? 0. I rise 0. How much do I run? 2. Now, do I like 0 over 2? What do I like instead? 0 divided by any number is 0. So we just call it 0, right? One more over. One more this way. One more over. One more down. Right there. 0 instead, right? Okay. We said that we put everything in y equals mx plus b, right? Okay. So if I put this in y equals mx plus b form, it would be y equals 0 x plus 5. like y equals 0 x plus 5? Why not? So, if there's no slope, do I have to write that part then? No, right? Because 0 times x is just 0, right? And 0 plus 5 is 5. So I can just write this one as y equals 5. And that's it. Why do you always get hard questions? I don't know either. So looking at number 10, what's the y-intercept? There isn't one, right? Ruh-roh. Okay. So there is no y-intercept. Got to pick 2 points on the line, right? Okay. So let me pick, let's go with that one and that one. With me? Okay. So my slope then would be to go from red to purple again, right? How much am I rising? No, rising. Down 2, right? So that's -2. How much am I running? 0. Ooh. Can you divide by 0? There's only one person that I know that can divide by 0. Let's start doing infinity twice. Yeah. So, what kind of a slope is that? Undefined. Oh, that means we can't have y equals mx plus b for this one. Oh, my Lanta. No y equals mx plus b for this one. Wow. Let's go. Oh, it's going to look like something. Nope. Nope. Okay. So it can't look like y equals. So then it's going to be x equals. And what does x equal? -2. Now, you might have learned in a previous class or a previous year or somewhere else, you might have learned Hoy Vox. Write that down underneath those. Hoy and Vox. Hoy stands for horizontal only y. So a horizontal line only has y in it, no x's. Vox stands for vertical only x. Okay. So if it's a vertical line, it's x equals. If it's a horizontal line, it's y equals. So horizontal lines look like y equals some number. Vertical lines look like x equals some number. Okay. Handle? Well, yes. Okay. So now we can jump in to the warm-up today, which is on your J3 notes. So graph this line first, then find me the equation of this line, then weight. Okay? So graph this line, find the equation of that line, then weight. Elliot, we're up to. What is the y-intercept in this first one? So this would have been from unit H. So I know you haven't been here all week, but do you remember it all? Like any of that stuff? We're gonna have to fix that up. Okay. Come on. What's the y-intercept? Y-intercept is a point. Oh, you got 0, -2. Okay. You were reading the second one. Yes, yes, you were. 0, -3 is the y-intercept. So that's down 3 from the origin, correct? Okay. So we're right there for a y-intercept. Love it. Okay. Neat. What's the slope? So that's y-intercept. Slope. 2/1. So give me 2 directions, 2 numbers. Up 2 and right 1. Love it. If I didn't want to go up 2 and right 1, that's my other. You got a chance. Up 2, right 1 was your first one. Down 2, left 1. There you go. Yep. You went opposite on one, but not opposite on the other. Okay? So down 2 and left 1 would be my other choice. Okay? Then we can draw in that line. Making sure we take extra special care, going through all of our points, covering them all up, all good. Okay? Love it. Okay? Okay. What's the y-intercept in the second one? Well, y-intercept, not y=. Don't give me the answer yet. Just need the y-intercept. 0, -2. If that's my y-intercept, what's my b? B would just be the -2 part there. Yep, exactly. Okay? Right? Sure. Now I need a second point on the line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm guessing, and I'm just spitballing here, guessing you chose that one right there.
Yeah.
No? Which one did you choose?
What? Left, down.
Oh, okay. That works too. Yeah, yeah. This you went down here?
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. Okay. So if that's the case, what's my rise? Because remember, slope is rise over run.
Yeah, it's -3.
It's -3
over -1.
over -1. Yeah.
But it just goes back to 3.
Just back to +3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Good job. Okay. All right. If we would have gone the other way, we went to this one, then my rise would have been +3 over +1. Again, reduces down. Okay. So Jonathan, if I wanted it to be y = mx plus b, right? That's my b, that's my m. What's the equation of my line then? Can I just put 3x minus 2? Yeah. Yeah. Look. Now, that y = mx plus b is technically called the slope-intercept form of a line. Okay? But if you just want to call it y equals mx plus b, that's fine. Okay? But if you hear somebody say, oh, give me the slope-intercept form of the line, yeah, that's what we're going with, y equals mx plus b. Okay? Now, yesterday, we found equations of lines given, we found the y-intercept off a graph, and we found the slope off of a graph. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to be given the slope. So here is the slope. Remember, slope is m. So that's my slope. Or it might say the slope is equal to something, or it might give you 2 points, or something like that. Okay? But either way, slope, rise over run, is going to be given to you somewhere in the problem. Okay? The problem with today is we're not going to give you the y-intercept. We're going to make you find it another way. Okay? So this is just some random point that the line goes through. And that random point has an x part and it has a y part. So it's got an x part and a y part from the point. Okay? So what you're going to do is you want to get your equation in y equals mx plus b form, but you're going to use y equals mx plus b form to find y equals mx plus b. Because if you look here, I've got an m, I've got an x, and I've got a y. What's the only thing that I'm missing? I'm missing the b. So let's use y equals mx plus b, and the fact that all of this happens on our line, so we can say 1 equals 3 times 2 plus b. We can take our m, put it in for m. We can take the x, put it in for x. We can take the y, put it in for y, and now we can solve for b. 2 times 3, or 3 times 2 is 6. So 1 here equals 6 plus b. Reese, how would I go about solving 1 equals 6 plus b for b? Exactly, I would subtract 6 from both sides. And that would give me negative 5 equals b. Right? Lolly. We need it y equals mx plus b, right? We got an m. We got a b now. So what is the y equals mx plus b form? Yep, exactly. Good job. Y equals 3x minus 5. Okay? What's wrong? Poke yourself. Okay. So here's my slope. 1/2. Here's my x. -4. Here's my y. +1. I'm going to use y equals mx plus b, and I'm going to say 1 equals 1/2 times -4 plus b. Those darn fractions coming back to get us again. Okay? Meg, do you remember how to multiply fractions? No? So let's write this out, because we've got 1/2 times -4. Instead of writing it as -4, could I put it -4 over 1? Yep. Okay. Now, do you remember how to multiply fractions? Across, right? Okay. So what is 1 times -4? -4. What is 2 times 1? 2. Do I like the fraction -4 over 2? No? Okay, so what does it reduce down to? -2. Yeah, exactly. So this is -2. Well, if I want to solve that for B, what am I going to do? Add 2 both sides? We're going to have to cross it out. Mr. H will watch the video. Good. Do I have an M? Sure. Do I have a slope? Box is blue. Do I have a slope? What is it? Still box in blue. 1 over 2, 1/2, right? Do I have a B? What is it? No. Do I have a B? It's in green. What? 3. So if I have a slope and I have a B, can you give me the y equals mx plus b? What is my y equals mx plus b going to start with? All day yesterday, all day today, they've all started with y equals, what's my m? It sounds like, I know you're talking really quiet, but it sounds like you said 1/2. 1/2, okay, then what? Sounded like you said x. You're talking really quiet for me. You know, I got old ears. So you said x, okay, and then what? Plus 3. Okay. You try number 3 and only number 3. Okay? Do number 3 now. Elliot, did you go -3 equals 2/3 times 6 plus b? Yeah? Okay. What did you get when you did 2/3 times 6? Did you go 6 over 1? Yeah. Okay. 2 times 6? 12. 3 times 1. Do I like 12 over 3? What is 12 divided by 3? 4. 4. Good job. Always finish this one off. Try 4 from both sides. So then that gives me -7 equals b. Right? Got an m? Yep, we got a b. Give me the y equals mx plus b then. What's it going to start with? Y.
Yeah.
Y equals, what's my m? 2 over 3, 2/3. Then? Nope.
Oh.
End answer. So now we're going back to y, back to x. So what should come here?
6.
X.
Oh my.
And then?
Yeah. -7.
-7. There we go.
Yeah.
Whew. All right. Now, next two are kind of hard. All right. So a slope is undefined. What kind of lines, Jason, have undefined slopes? Ones with 0 on the bottom, and is that up and down, or is that left and right? Up and down. Vertical lines, right? Okay. So we just learned earlier today box, right? Okay. So box would be vertical is only x. Because you can put them on the back table. Okay. So vertical is only x, right? Okay. So the end here is going to be x equals something. Okay. 0? The whole, because we got to go through our point, right? So in our point 2, -5, which part is the x, John? The 2 is the x part, right? Okay? So this part right here is my x. So therefore my x has to be 2. Okay? With me on that? Flip the page. We're actually going to go to number 6 first. And we're going to do number 6 first. Now, Lily, what kind of lines have 0 slopes? Left and right ones, right? Horizontal lines, right? So that's a Hoy case, which we just learned, which means it's only going to be y, right? Okay? So in the end here, this one's going to be y equals. Freeze. What's the y part of my point? 1. So it's going to be y equals 1. Now, if you forgot on this one, when you have a slope, we could have still done 1 equals, my slope would be 0, my x value would be -3, my plus b then would be here. 0 times -3 is 0, and then that's going to be 1 equals 0 plus b, and then b is just, b B is just 1, because 0 plus anything is just anything. You know what I mean? So you have 0, you have B equals 1 there. We can do all that work. We're fine with that. And then we can plug that back in, and we can say, well, y equals 0x plus 1, but then again, we're in that point where this right here is just 0. It crosses itself out. So we have y. But Hoy box tells us, look, oh, my Lanta, look, this one. I carumba on this one, right? Not a nice y-intercept, right? You know what that means? Oh, can you tell me the coordinates on this? -1, 2? Look. Oh man. I'll give you an easy one this time. Can you tell me the coordinates of that purple one? 3, 3. All right. Red, you want to go red to purple or purple to red? Red to purple, okay. What's my rise? Red to purple. Up 1, and then right, you said how many? 4, okay. So that would be a slope of 1/4, correct? Rise over run, rose 1, ran 4, 1/4. Still would be 1/4, okay? Okay. So now on this one, we've got either point that we can choose. Red or purple? Purple? Okay, we'll use the purple one. Okay. So we do the same thing. Y equals mx plus b. Y part is 3. Slope is 1/4. X part is 3. B, we don't know. So 1/4 times 3. If you have 3 1/4, how much you got? I thought you said 3/4. Right? Because we multiply across the top, right? 1 times 3 is 3. 4 times 1 is 4. So 3/4, right? You got, if you have 3 1/4, you have 3/4. Okay? Right? So that's going to be 3/4. Jason, are you a fan of the fractions? Yeah? No? Okay. So way back, first semester, when we started solving equations, we're going to multiply everything by 4. Yep, so that's the denominator, right? That's our downstairs number. So we're going to multiply everything here by 4. So I'm going to multiply this 3 by 4. I'm going to multiply this 3 by 4, or that 3/4 by 4, and then multiply this b by 4. Okay? Sure. 3 times 4. 12, yeah. Done. 3/4 times 4. Or just 3, right? Yeah. 3. 4 times B. Question. 4 times B is 4B. Exactly. Well, you want to solve for B. What am I going to do first? I got to subtract 3 first. Yes, ma'am. Comment. 12 minus 3. 9. Well, how am I going to solve for B? Divide both sides by 4. Oh, far enough. So we get 9/4 equals B. Right? Now, I can't fit it all in one spot, in one screen, because I screwed up. Here, let's do this. Oh, move that instead. Come on now, man. There, now I can fit it all in one. If my M is 1/4 and my B is 9/4, what is my final answer? My final Y equals MX plus B. Everybody together. Y equals 1/4 X plus 9/4. Notice how I showed all my work? Did you show all that work? No. You didn't show any of it. Okay? Alright? Good stuff.